This is an emergency, I beg in urgently. This is a serious case. The way you put in work on me, just like a surgeon when you operate that ways.
Hey, how you doing? I'm
good, how are you?
I'm all right. All right, you ready for this? Okay, kinda, sorta. Let's see what kinda, sorta way you. All right, kinda, sorta. I shuffle the cards off camera, or I should say, I always say off camera. God forgive me. I shuffled the cards prior. There's so many damn videos, off camera, off topic, off scene. Yeah, so I'm just gonna shuffle them a couple more times for you. Make sure we get a thorough. All right, so we're gonna do a 10-card spread.
Yes.
All right, so have you gotten a reading by me before?
No, not right now, I haven't.
Okay, you're in for a treat. You're in for a real treat. So there's some rules to getting the reading by me. I'm pretty sure you watched a couple of the videos. And you see how I kind of do things. I do things untraditional, like in my readings, because that's the best way to get you guys the full read. All right. So what I'm gonna so here's a couple of the ground rules. I don't need to know your birthday or your zodiac sign. That's not important to me. Okay. I read you, and not the zodiac. And you should really test the metal of any psychic reader or tarot reader to see, can they see who you are direct without using your zodiac sign. Second, when it comes to your 7th house, you have to pull a clarifier. If you choose not to pull a clarifier, that means you don't want to hear what the spirits got to say about the tough issues. So the card reading ends. So when it comes to your 7th house, you have to pull a clarifier, or I'll pull one, and if you still say no, our card reading is over, okay?
Okay.
And great spirit, ancestor, divine presence, I ask you to use message from you to one, and to niece. Give her a spirit of divination, clarity, and preciseness. Guide her, protect her, and nurture her. Caution her if you see fit. As I ask in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. So let it be. Do I have permission to cut your cards?
Yes, you do.
Where we going, spirit? Oh, okay. Wow, I don't know what's going on with you, but I don't think you really got issues. But let's figure out. So we're gonna start from your 1st house. Your 1st house represents your ego, your self-esteem, how you see yourself, what you think of yourself, and how you treat yourself. Your 1st house is ruled by Aries and is governed by Mars. And in your 1st house, of how you see yourself, think of yourself, you see yourself as the world. You see yourself as everything. You're cocky as hell. You see yourself as, I'm just saying, you see yourself as a person that can have anything, whenever you want, however you want, if ever you want it. Wow. And it shows right. It shows you right that, because they say you understand how to control emotions. You understand how to not manipulate, but you understand how to read people's emotions. That's what they're saying.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Would you like to ask this card a question via a clarifier?
No, I think I agree. I'm not happy, but
Sure. Confident. Sure. All right. Now going into your second house. Going into your second house. Your second house is ruled by Taurus and is governed by Venus. Your second house represents economic affairs in the present, here and now. So, economic affairs in the present, here and now. And in this house right here, you have the fairies and the simps in your second house of economic affairs in the present. Having the fairies and the simps in this house, what the spirit is leading me to believe, that you have support. That they say the money that you get right now is coming via a support. So you have a support system, a network, mainly two people that keeps you with money in your pocket, two entities, two people. So you're either getting like child support or you have a job that pays you like commission. I don't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's my child support.
And so you get it from the child support, and then you get it from a separate source because you got a fairy and a simp. The simp would be more earthbound, the fairy would be more flighty, so communication wise, and the simp would be more ground. So I would say consider the child support a grounding, like it's gonna always be there. But the fairies is somebody who can come and go at any time. So there's an in and out source of income that you're receiving. Okay?
Yeah, that's somebody I know you're talking about.
Okay, gotcha. I just want to let you know. So that's what's going on now. Would you do you have a question for this card?
I guess not, because I know exactly what you're talking about, and I know what you're talking about.
Okay. Man, that sound back there is really biting. I can hear it all.
You said it sounds like what now?
Your phone sounds so wide open and clackety clacky.
Oh, because I'm in the car and it's raining.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
I'm in the car because I don't have my daughter in the house, and I wanted just to be able to be in tune. I want no interruption. So
Okay.
I'm sitting in the car and I have you over the car thing, and it's raining here.
Okay then, gotcha. So that's cool. That's cool then. So now we finna go into your third house. Your third house is ruled by Gemini and governed by Mercury. Your third house represents communication. Good or bad communication. Communication is communication. Messages, text message, emails, dreams, spiritual talk. And in your third house of communication, you have Papa Legba, you have Elegba. Now, this is a door. Now, Elegba is a door opener, a road opener. Somebody who closes and opens doors, open up roads and block paths, open paths. So now if you have him in your communication section, what the spirit is telling me 100% is that you have to speak to somebody. And when I say you have to speak to somebody, they say you have to be very stern when you speak to somebody, because you got a window coming up. So let me tell you how he's telling. I'm not going to translate direct here. You're about to come in contact with somebody who you haven't seen. I'm saying father. They saying father figure, a male figure, a dad you ain't seen in a while, somebody you ain't seen in a while. But this is a male figure. When you see this person, you're going to have to communicate exactly what it is you've been wanting to tell this person for a while. I don't know if this person, your dad, that you just don't have a good relationship with. I don't know if it's a baby daddy who's giving you hell on earth, but you got to put him in his place. But this is a male figure who don't come around that much, that you have to tell the truth to. You have to put in their place. Or you have to communicate, good or bad. But you have to be stern with it. Now, the reason for this right here is the simple fact that you can't go no further with your plans until you solve this issue. Is that making sense to you?
No, I'm trying to think who this person is.
Give her a little more detail. You want her to conversate with somebody. She has to conversate with somebody. You opening the door as a channel. Is somebody coming home from being gone?
You said someone coming home?
Yeah, somebody coming home from being gone. Military, incarceration, college. They've been gone, but they're coming back.
I have no idea who that is.
You open a door and you told her she has to communicate with somebody. Who is this? Help her out. Yes, that ain't a good thing. It's saying I'm right. It's saying I'm relaying the message right. It says yes, I'm relaying the message right. It's just that you ain't got the person in mind yet.
I have no idea. I'm trying to think. I have no idea. I don't even think I know anybody incarcerated, gone to, to the military. I'm trying to think. Like, and then you say, like, father figure, or, like, it's not resonating right now. I don't know. Who that could be, and it's not my father. He's my father is deceased. So, I don't know where it is.
Maybe, because I'm seeing.
And his anniversary of his death is coming up, but I mean, unless he don't.
Okay. Now I'm getting it. Thank you for sharing that. The anniversary of his death is coming up. This is the time where you can talk to him. They're opening up. So they're opening up a doorway. So that's what he meant. Because he told me, yes, I'm saying it correctly, but okay. So listen, the anniversary of your dad's passing is coming up. You have to talk to your dad, and you have to be very stern and ask him questions that you want to ask him. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna come back. On the anniversary of his death, he's gonna come back to you. And when you dream about him and you talk to him, or you just feel like you need to say something to him, you say it and mean it. Ask him the questions and mean it, because he's there to give you insight and guidance, okay?
So what if I want to talk to him?
This is notice the key word. You have to. They telling me you don't want to. They saying you don't want to, but you got to. Then I said that in the beginning, right? So break that chain, break that cycle, and speak. Even if you don't say, "Dad, I love you. You hurt me. You pissed me off. Have a good afterlife." Communicate. That's it. I'm just telling you what the cards are telling you to do. All right. So now we finna move over to your 4th house. Your 4th house is ruled by Cancer and is governed by the moon. Your 4th house represent, the house, the home, the bed, the 4 walls you live in, sleep in, or 3 people that you will invite into your home. I love reading like that too, because it gives insight. The moon represents a secret and illusion of vision inside your house. And in your 4th house, you have the 7 of fire in the upside down position. Having the 7 of fire in the upside down position tells me that you no longer feel you have to sneak in your house, that you have to be sneaky. It's saying that you don't have to be sneaky. You don't have to fight. Like it's saying conflict. It say you don't have to be passive aggressive in your talk, like saying little slick shit under your breath no more. You don't have to do that no more. But there's a secret here.
It's a secret?
Yeah, an illusion, a secret. You knew that this person couldn't hurt you all along. You secretly enjoyed talking shit to this person in your house. You secretly enjoyed challenging, I should say. You enjoy it. You enjoy it. It gives you strength. You secretly enjoy it. Yep. The card is saying that you realize you don't have to do it anymore, but you'll do it anyway because you enjoy it. It's like it gives you fun. It's fun for you. Would you like to ask that card a question? It's about the house and the home. It's about to ask anything that you want to ask about your house and your home. Yeah. Okay. So going into your fifth house. Your fifth house is ruled by Leo and is governed by the sun. Your fifth house represents your sex life, your entertainment, and your luck. Your fifth house also is the house that you get your strength from. I get my strength from there. You get yours. Priya gets hers. Everybody on the planet gets their strength from their fifth house. Now, in your fifth house, you have another 7. You have the 7 of Earth in the upside down position. Now, this tells me that you aren't even trying. You're not even trying to have sex no more. You're not even trying to entertain yourself no more. You don't feel lucky. And this just tells me you're done reaching. It's like you're on autopilot. And the spirit says you have to confront something. Confront something. You have to focus on the real issue while you're sitting around like you're an old ass woman, not wanting to do anything in life, not wanting to do anything exciting. Okay. So that's why they say you have to ask yourself that question so you don't get complacent. So now Spirit is saying, don't stop reaching because this is how your emotion have you feeling. You need to give yourself a reason why you stop reaching. And the reason is you're doing it for a safety precaution. Don't just stop reaching. Give yourself a reason. So once that reason is fulfilled, that mission is fulfilled, you can get back to being your old fun-loving self. You understand what the Spirit is telling you? All right. Would you like to ask this card a question? But you know what they're saying to you. All right. Moving on. So now we're finna go into your 6th house. Your 6th house is ruled by Virgo and is governed by Mercury. Virgo is an earth sign, you know. It's right after that Leo, right? So Virgo is a very talkative, inverted earth sign. Meaning that it likes to lecture. It'll tell you anything you wanted to tell you, as long as it's right, or long as it's got your attention. Now, Mercury is communication, so this is a teachable moment. The 6th house represents your economic house in the future. And right now you have the moon card in the upright position. So let's put all this together. We're going to put a lecture, a teachable communication. So something you learn about your economic affairs. And there's the moon's card, meaning that there's a secret here where you get your money from. So future money comes with a secret, but you've learned how to obtain it. So you're hiding money from somebody. You're telling somebody you don't have money when you do, because you say it's not their business.
Yeah, because I don't have people tend to, I don't want people to always ask me for money, no, I don't have it. But I give when I feel that I should give. But there's certain people that, I just like, I don't have money.
Okay, well, it seems that you've learned because they've taken advantage of you, but you keep a secret. You keep lying to people, telling them you ain't got it. When you know you got it, you got it. Would you like to ask this card a question?
I'm asking you again. So, would this fall under my career or no?
Is this a career thing she's hiding money from? Is this a career thing that she's... What?
No, I'm saying, like, I guess my question would be, like, under this card, would this be a question I would ask about my career?
Yes.
Okay, so if the job that I'm at now, I'm comfortable there, but should I branch off and do something else, or just play like the stay in the safe zone and stick it out there?
All right. Should she, in her job, should she go? Should she stay? Should she go? Should she stay? It says father, husband, brother, son. What is your mate telling you to do? Say that, like, not your boyfriend, live-in boyfriend, but it says father, husband, brother. Now, this is something you ask your dad, because what relationship did your dad have to your job?
You know what? I actually work, I don't know if it's high, but I work at the hospital, and I work in the cardiac unit, and he died of a heart attack. That's the only connection I could see, because he had no ties at my job.
Oh, wow.
I work in the heart department. He died of a heart attack, but he had no ties at my job. And I don't have a living boyfriend now. I'm just go ahead and tell you, I have 2 daughters. So my oldest daughter, her father and I, like, we're not a couple, because he has somebody, but we're like, he's I know he wants to be with me, and
Yeah, it's complicated.
it's very complicated.
Okay,
Very complicated.
gotcha.
It's very complicated, but no, he's not my living boyfriend. So it's just me and my girls here. If I have 2 people, just me and my daughters here. But he helps out. He helps out a lot. We co-parent very well. But so I don't know.
Well, but listen, in your 6th house of economics, so your dad is coming through. You gotta talk to your dad, okay? On the anniversary of his death, you gotta talk to him, because when you're at work, you're gonna see something that's gonna remind you of him. Someone you're gonna break down if you're not careful. So you gotta talk to him. As far as this, you have to say, you're gonna have to do something. Oh, man, I'm not seeing you touching a heart itself. Why is he around your job? Why is he standing around your job? He's literally at the hospital. He's literally at the hospital. You gotta forgive this man. Okay, listen, I'm not even gonna get into that portion of this because that would make this card reading extremely long. But this man needs to talk to you. You have to forgive him. You have to forgive him because he could have possessed that little baby. Okay?
Oh Lord.
You have to talk to him. And I'll leave it at that. If you need to go to another spiritual advisor on how to deal with, you know, deaf demons, deaf spirits wanting to come back, you do that. I don't do that one. But just simple. You have to forgive him. You have to forgive him and let him know it's okay because he had every opportunity to be put inside to put in that baby. He could have jumped his ass in that baby, but he didn't. So he's looking at that like he wants you to really forgive him and thank him for watching out. Yeah. I'm finna let him go because you're uncomfortable with him.
Okay.
Yeah, he gotta go. All right. So now we're gonna go into your seventh house. Your seventh house is ruled by Libra and governed by Venus. Your seventh house represents relationship, marriage, matrimony, the couple dating. And in this house, you have the 10 of water in the upside down position. You are 100%. You are very emotionless when it comes to, you know, this couple thing, the couple dating. So put it like this. You're still in a relationship with somebody who you really just, it's out of favor, not love, okay? There is no solid love foundation here. It's out of favor, camaraderie, equivalent exchange, you know? So you understanding what this card is telling you? Your emotions are very hardened because you don't care what you don't care what the girlfriend / wife has to think about it because you have taken your emotions out of there. This is the feeling that you enjoy, and that's what it's about. You know, vice versa. It's very camaraderie. It's very much. Listen. I'm gonna be G with you because I'm the Baron and I can't be nothing but. All right. So you don't get to have your cake and eat it too. You don't get to say, hey, universe, send me a great man, but yet I'm going to continue, you know, to stirk my baby daddy, you know, and he has his people on the side. You don't get it like that. The universe don't do that. There is no such thing as placeholders when somebody has somebody else. Are you following me so far?
Yeah.
Drop that situation and let the universe send you what you want. If you don't feel like you want what you want at the moment, continue that situation until you're ready. But understand there's a karmic debt that you may have to pay. He has to pay it too. Okay, so let me tell you what the female is saying. She says she don't need to share her name because it's not important. She just want to come and talk. She said if it was you, would you accept that you're, and not the sex part of it, because you control that very well. But would you like your boyfriend or your husband, your man, going over to his baby mama's house, his girlfriend house, or his ex-girlfriend house, helping and cleaning up, doing homework, staying over there 2-3 hours a day, and then coming back home as if nothing happened, and are you supposed to be okay with it? They say, would you like that? So why are you doing it? I'm not here to judge you. I'm just telling you what these spirits are telling me, because they're trying to pump some sense into you, because you mark what the hell I'm saying right now. This shit is going to blow up, and it can affect what you got going on. Okay? You got to ask this card for a clarifier. The card reading. Yep. So think about something in this situation. You got to think about a question in this situation. This is the hardest one. Huh? Is that your question?
Yeah, that's my question. Should I just cut everything off and just hold him from a distance?
All right, spirit. Should she cut everything off and allow this man to be with who he chose to be with, or should she continue down this path? It's on y'all. She asking y'all. Choose peace. Okay. That's a conflict. So there's a conflict somewhere in your soul and his and hers. So choose peace. Should she stay dealing with this person in this capacity, or should she go? It says choose peace, and then it says teach. Teach in this case means lesson. Choose peace. Look at the lesson in this situation. All right. Should she stay? Should she continue to deal with this person like this? And it says freedom. Choose peace, learn your lesson, and let this go. You need freedom from this person. This is a soul tie that you should have been let go. You carried it on too long. So choose peace. This means to stop dealing with the conflict. Okay? Then it says teacher. There's a lesson to be learned in all of this. And then it says freedom. So you really got to let this situation go, okay? But it came back around.
Uh-huh.
So you didn't let it go. You just put it as what you just put it aside.
No, I let it go.
Listen,
I
verbiage.
was in a whole nother relationship.
Verbiage is everything when you're being honest with yourself and you're being honest with the spirit. So you can't say you let something go and then it came back around. You put it aside and you was able to pick it back up. Letting something go means that person is gone. It's then flew away. You can see that person every day and there shouldn't be an emotional attachment. He can go pick up those kids, drop them off at the house, do what he doing, but nowhere in here he need to be coming in your house doing homework, playing daddy, playing father, playing happy homemaker, and then going home to his people. And you shouldn't allow that. That's a karmic hit that you're gonna have to, you know, ask for forgiveness for. Okay?
Because I know that I don't want you to go any longer, but
Oh yeah.
even with, because he's a great father to his daughter, so, and I don't want my daughter out at his house, because of some past issues with his wife. So I don't know, I have to figure something out. Because I'm just trying to see, like, how can I allow him to be, you know, because they're trying to get, how can I allow him to, when I'm not here, help with homework or do this and that without it being, I guess, disrespectful. But that's just, I don't know. I'll figure it out.
That's something you ask the spirit to be. You ask the spirit for help. Okay? Just ask the spirit to guide you for that one. So moving to your 8th house. Your 8th house is ruled by Scorpio and is governed by Mars and Pluto. Your 8th house represents your subconscious mind, what you're constantly thinking about. You're constantly thinking about, you're manifesting into your life. It is what it is. You just like to think about this. And in this house right here, you have the 5 of water in the upside down position. This tells me, again, like you have the 10 of water in your 7th house, and your, let me make sure you have the 10 of water upside down in your 7th house. You got to split that in half. And you have the 5 of water upside down in your 8th house of what you manifest, what you think about. Now, this means that you come out of your emotion. In your 8th house, you're contemplating how to come out of your emotion. And you begin to come out of your emotional, this murky-ass water, this disillusion of emotion that's going on. Like your thought process is kind of distorted because you're still dealing with raw emotion, control. You know what I'm saying? And you start coming out of that. And this is what you think about, ways to come out of it, to which you start. So you're just thinking about a way to become a better person, to get more emotional control. Emotions seem to be a really thing with you, okay? So would you like to ask this card a question?
Yes, I guess, yeah, I would like to ask a question. Are we talking about just coming out of the situation that we just spoke about? Is that what we're talking about? That's what
Is she thinking about the situation that we just spoke about, the 7th house? Is that what she's trying to come out of? Is that the emotion she's trying to get control of? It says peace offering. Yes. So you've been trying to do it, but you just like the camaraderie. You got to have a peace offering. So they saying not peace offering, equivalent exchange. So I don't know what that means to you, but they say you got to have equivalent exchange here. So in order for you to come out of this emotional state and to really gain control over your emotion, you gotta do a peace offering. So
I'm doing a peace offering too.
there you go. You got that, right? You have to do a peace offering, and you didn't say what peace offering you should do. You said who you have to do it to. A simple apology without saying what you did is a peace offering, and making a pact to yourself that you're not going to do it again. So with this particular person, you need to apologize to the man. You need to apologize to the baby daddy for allowing him to get this far in your house when you guys made the choice for him to move out. You got to apologize to him for allowing him back. You feeling what the card's saying? These your reading wasn't no simple as go lucky reading. This reading is trying to get you to stop your karma, because you're headed down a real karma path, because you haven't asked to be forgiven for, you know, taking a man outside his household. And, all right. And it wasn't all on you, because it takes two to tango, but still he was with somebody. All right, so moving on to your 9th house. Your 9th house should be paired with your 3rd house. Your 3rd house is communication. Look at it as communication in the present right now. And what you ask for, you get. So that's your 9th house. So you communicate something to the God, to the spirit, whatever. In your 9th house, you receive it. Ask and you shall receive. In your 9th house is ruled by Sagittarius and is governed by Jupiter. Sagittarius are strategic hunters. They're strategists at getting what they want. They'll say anything, do anything, and they're not dumb people. But people consider them clumsy, dumb, and clueless. Far from it. It's an act. Now, also, Jupiter is a planet of abundance. It'll give you an abundance of whatever you want. If you want nightshade, it'll give it to you. If you want daisies, it'll give it to you. Pair that with reality, meaning that you get what you want. You hit the mark all the time. So that's why this is the house of reality. In this house, you have a message from the air. You having a message from the air in your reality. This means that what becomes reality, you're trying to pull magic out of a hat. You're trying to pull a rabbit out of a hat, basically. You're trying to make some magic happen. And you're trying to make magic happen because you feel you're in control. Remember, in your 1st house, you got the world card, the control card. I get it all. I got it all. I'm all. You know, everything revolves around me. So in your 9th house, you're trying your best to have your cake and eat it too. If I'm wrong, you say Baron. I think you're wrong, and you ain't no earthly good in you. Listen, you can say that to me. I don't mind. Baron, you're dead wrong, and ain't no earthly good in you. I can't do nothing. I can't go against what you're saying. But what that card is telling me and what these spirits are whispering in my ear about you, you're trying to have your cake and eat it too. So you're going to go mess with the red bone dude, but you're going to keep dark-skinned cat at the house for a fallback. What? Am I telling too much of your business? I'm the Baron. I'm always right when I am the Baron. But when I'm when I'm myself, God knows I'd be wrong. But when the Baron here, the Baron typically is right. He gives sound advice because he don't like the games. He don't like games, okay? And everybody got to see him or a version of him when they die, and he has to deal directly with karma, and he has to state what went on, you know. So just know that. Stop it. So what becomes reality, you got to stop trying to make this happen. You got to start trying to have your cake and eat it too. All right, choose. You're either going to get you a good man who can help you with your daughter now and allow this man to be the father that he's supposed to be and have the life he's supposed to be, or you drop the BS, the act, and you say, I need you in my life. I want to be with you. Let's try this thing over again so both of you guys can have great karma. Okay? That's the. Would you like to ask this card a question as a clarifier?
Yeah, so I guess once I, have a talk with my oldest daughter's father and, make sure he understands and apologize for all that, is that when things will, I guess, start opening up for me a bit, like maybe not overnight, but eventually will that
Will she start? Will she get in her good graces? Yes, now you're getting somewhere. Will her husband come once she let this guy go? Will this husband come when she really take her life serious? Will her husband come? It says, work your magic. Manifest this man. It says manifesting. Calling. Once you let this go, call your man to you. I'm finna pull 2 more cards on this. Will her man come? Will her husband come? That she get the life partner she want once she let this fella go? It says power of joy. Okay, work your magic, power of joy. One more card, and one more card. Will her Boaz come? Will her Boo come? Will her Jake come if she let this dude go? Will. It says energy healing. Not only will he come, but it's gonna be the greatest damn experience you ever had in your life. The spirits is trying to make sure you don't incur this karmic hit, cause you was headed down a road because you're destroying that woman's life. You may not see the person he's dealing with other than what he's telling you because you guys aren't around. But the reason she acts so crazy and willy-nilly because her spirit feels it too. Her spirit feels he's not being 100% with her, so she's lashing out. Because her spirit is connected to yours because you guys are involved some way and you're like a triangle. So it's coming up you and she just can't put her hand on it because you guys are so far removed. But it's still in her mind and in her energy coming up you. So karma is gonna...
And that's why I don't let my daughter go to her house because she said, my daughter's 11 years old, so I don't know verbatim, but it's so many words. She's like, oh, she see my daughter and see me. Because we look exactly alike.
Well then, listen. Well, you gotta trust that her father ain't gonna let nothing happen to her. But I'm not a parent counseling. I raised 4 kids for 16 years by myself. So, and I done been through all them emotions, but I can't talk about that one with you because that's not your issue. Just know that a real father is gonna protect this baby, and let's say this, if that father see that girlfriend that he's dealing with now do something to that baby, 9 times out of 10 that man will leave that woman. But you're not allowing him to learn his lesson or anything because you're trying to supersede karma and you're incurring a karmic hit. But I'm gonna move on. So now we finna go into your 10th house. Your 10th house is ruled by Capricorn and governed by Saturn. Saturn is a karmic planet. Saturn represents karma, dark sun, opposite, all that good stuff, right? It's filled with chaos, so it teaches us, it galvanizes us and makes us stronger. Capricorn is that goat of the zodiac that could climb to the top of the mountain through trials and tribulation, look back and say, okay, I made it. Never would have made it without you. That song is not talking about God. That song is talking about the trials and tribulation that God put him through. So never would have made it. This is the Capricorn mindset. Never would have made it if it wouldn't have been through that. They're grateful for the pain they go through. Now, this is your 10th house of social standing. People will see you as Oya, the goddess of transformation. The goddess of transformation, thunder and lightning, the goddess who take control, kick ass, and don't give a damn. See, people going to see you as the person who changed. So this gives me hope. This gives me hope personally that you're going to change your ways. You're going to try very hard to correct the situation. And you're going to slide. You're going to slip. You're going to backslide. But in the end, everybody is going to see you as somebody who changed. They're going to see you as a different person and somebody who can enact change in somebody else's life. There go, you become the ruler of your kingdom. Okay. Would you like to ask this card a question? All right. So now I'm pretty happy. So that concludes your 10 card spread and your reading. You got the information you needed. Now you have a little bit more time. Is there any question you want to ask me? Do you think she should start a business? Should she start a business? Should she start a business? Give her direction. Yeah or nay. Should she start a business? It says, see the other person's point of view. Should she start a business? Should she start a business? It says, right. Should she start a business? Should she start a business? It says, balance career and home life. If you, how in the hell you gonna start a business when you can't, when you don't have proper daycare or business, proper guidance for the, not guidance, when you don't have a set structure for the kids as far as homework, time, you have to see the other person's point of view. If you start a business right now, you're going to inconvenience a lot of people, okay? So now that's one.
That's what I feel like I'm doing now, and that's why he helped me so much. And it's only transportation wise because I'm at work. So I think that's how I feel now. Like, you know what, I just need to, you know, the hospital like 12-hour shifts. So like, you know, I just need to start my own business so I can be a little more flexible with my time.
Mm-hmm. And should you start your own business, see the other person's point of view, and then it says write. You have to write down, so you have to put some rules and structures in place. You have to write down a legal schedule. You have to really take advantage of the situation if you decide to start a business. If you do it without writing, without thinking, you're going to inconvenience a lot of persons. Not only the dude, you're going to inconvenience the kids too. And then third card, should you start another business, it says balance career and home life. When you're balancing career and home life, focus on what you got, save the money, get the daycare set up, get all of that set up, balance career and home life. So you're going to have to put in a lot more work and time to start this business. But the question was, should you start a business? As long as it don't inconvenience everybody else's life, you should be okay.
Okay. Should I, with my youngest daughter, father, once I get this other one out the picture, should I pursue things with him or just continue co-parenting?
All right. Should she pursue things with the first baby daddy, right?
No, the youngest.
Okay. Should she pursue things with the baby girl's daddy?
Yeah, with the youngest.
Yeah, with the
almost 2-year-old age.
Okay. Should she pursue things with the youngest kid daddy? Oh fuck. Fertility? Oh boy. Should she pursue things with the youngest fertility, meditate, and crystal? Woo. Play around and get your ass pregnant again. Say what you say. Hell, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to ask that question. I asked you one question. You said, should you pursue the baby daddy after you get the other baby daddy out there? Like, the first God came up was Pan, the fertility god. This means baby. This means baby. It means baby or business. You take it, but taking care of business, get a baby. So baby or business. Fertility. Should you pursue this guy? It says meditate. Meditate in this card. Baby or business. Meditate is relax. Meditate is be careful what you wish for. Something like time regulation. They're telling me. They're saying regulate, meditate, waiting period. Yeah, waiting period, incubation, meditate, incubation, relax, wait. So that's a baby coming, and it says, and then it says, it says crystal. Crystal meaning that this shit is gonna crystal clear to you what you need to do. You already know you want this dude. And you already know that that's who you really in love with. But yeah.
And that's who I am in love with. And that's why I don't understand why that's my friend. That's honestly my friend.
What two cats gonna share one pie?
But I think the second one, because we went through some stuff, so I don't think he knows how I feel.
Well, get like D'Angelo and ask him how does it feel, man, and you better do this thing right or your ass gonna lose. Your ass gonna lose karma-wise, and you gonna lose the one you love. Cause that man ain't gonna be around while you sitting up here playing house with the other one, and both of y'all got the same. Both of them done been to the same theme park. Both of them been to the same theme park, and you want to sit up there and allow this other dude interest into the theme park, even if he don't ride the rides. That dude ain't gonna go for that. So get that dude out your life. Let him go on back to his wife. Stop being petty, and go after your last baby daddy. And live a good life, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you.
I see when I was on your live, I see that you're gonna be in Atlanta. Are you gonna drop the location?
I'm gonna drop the location when I do another live, okay? Everybody gonna get the location. All right.
I guess I look forward to speaking with my son. But look, thank you. That's all I say. Thank you, and it was nice talking to you.
All right, then. You have a good evening.